last night at two separate shows, both Jason Aldean, who played in Savannah, Georgia, and Zakk Bryan, who played in New Orleans, Louisiana, dealt with stage crashers who interrupted the show, with the police even getting involved during Jason Aldean's set. Zakk Bryan's in the midst of his Quitting Time tour, and last night in New Orleans, he could be seen talking to a man on stage for a moment, but security quickly rushed in, and shortly thereafter, Zakk told the crowd he had no idea who that guy was. And for Jason Aldean, he's been keeping busy on the Highway Desperado tour, and recently appearing at the Republican National Convention as a guest of Donald Trump, and Trump even shouted out the Aldeans during his speech, just hours after news broke of the attempted assassination of former President Trump on July 13th. Aldean took the stage and dedicated "Try That in a Small Town" to his friend. He said, "President Trump's a friend of mine, so I want to send this next song out to him. We all know what's going to happen come November, so it's all good. Just goes to show you, there's a lot of bullshit in the world, and that's kind of what this song right here was about." So this one goes out to the Prez. And Jason and his wife Brittany recently appeared on the Try That in a Small Town podcast, where Brittany says the majority of country artists are conservative, but no one really speaks. She says when they attend award shows, numerous artists compliment them for being outspoken. She said, "No one really speaks, even though they feel it behind the scenes. No one says anything on the conservative side, the country music world in particular. Country music, the conservatives, which is a majority of people, don't say anything." She said, "It's so funny when we go to an event or an award show or whatever, when we're invited, it's funny the people that come up to you and they're patting you on the back like, 'Man, we love what y'all are doing, keep it up. Wish we could.' It's like, you can, but you don't." And last night, during Jason Aldean's performance at the In-Market Arena in Savannah, Georgia, security and police quickly rushed in as a man rushed the stage. Here's that moment from last night's performance. Now, fortunately, it seems like that was just an overzealous fan who was maybe having too much of a good time. But with numerous musicians being attacked on stage in the past, the artists understandably have to take their security seriously. And last night, during Zakk Bryan's Quitting Time tour in New Orleans, Louisiana, a fan somehow made it all the way past security and was able to stand there talking to Zakk Bryan for a short time. In fact, it almost looked like he knew the guy for a moment, before Zakk then stepped up to the mic and said he had no effing idea who that was. Here's that moment. And over the years, artists have had different ways of dealing with stage crashers. Here's a fan rushing the stage during an Aaron Lewis performance. And as for Luke Bryan, he handled the situation differently. When security rushed in to remove this overzealous fan from the stage, Luke stepped in and let the man continue to embarrass himself. Fortunately, most of these fans are just having too much fun. But understandably, the artists have to take it serious. But just as Zakk Bryan said, don't sneak up on stage. That's your latest update from CountryCast. Be sure to subscribe with notifications on for the latest news and updates.